What's happening? It's your man, the Scholar, DJ Academics. It's WPGC 95.5, celebrating 20 years up for Sisters Only. As promised, I got the homie Dave East in the building. What's happening, homie?
Ack, what up, my boy?
I can't complain, man. How's it feel out here on the move, man?
Love, man. DC always show mad love, so, appreciate coming out here.
Fresh off of Yard Fest, first time ever performing at Howard Homecoming?
Yeah, that was different. That was lit.
How was it, man?
A lot of energy. That was dope.
How does Howard Homecoming is like kind of like the mecca of all HBCU homecomings? How does that compare to any other schools you ever been?
It's in the top. Definitely in the top as far as just the energy, the vibe. Howard campus is real vibrant, you know what I mean? So it's a vibe you don't really get on a lot of college campuses, so it's definitely different. It's love.
All right. So let's talk about this documentary you got going on, man. WUTANG, you're playing Method Man. For somebody speaking from a perspective that hasn't seen it yet, that wants to see it, and, I can't wait to see it, it's just to, ripping and running. You can't get yourself seated just to catch up on everything you need to catch up on. Right. What did you have to go through to prepare for that role playing Method Man?
I just, became a sponge as far as, trying to gain all the knowledge on meth I could get. Lot of research as far as like their old videos, interviews. And then I got with meth, you know what I mean? So that made it a lot easier to really ask some real questions about how he was, how, his temperament, stuff like that. So I got a chance to really vibe with meth. And he was on set a few times, so that it just, he made it smooth for me.
Okay. And I say this because you're from Harlem.
Right.
All right, so traditionally, Harlem guys, from the Cameron, the Dipsets to the Maces, are more flashier. Right. Whereas though WUTANG was like a whole different type of vibe. Was there an adjustment or a transition stage that you had to go through, or how long did that take you?
Not really, because I feel like as a rapper, Dave East, I'm from Harlem regardless, but it's like I have a certain style with that as me being Dave East. Mm-hmm. But me portraying meth, or me, jumping into the acting lane, I kind of put Dave East to the side for a minute and try to really capture the role I'm playing. So to play meth and the whole vibe, you gotta remember that's like early 90s. The WUTANG was a lot more grimier, like, just as far as like they style. So exactly. It wasn't hard to get used to. The clothes was just mad big, you know what I'm saying?
The Timbos with the tongues hanging, the strings all over the place.
The jeans was mad big. Everything was big, but that's just the era it was.
That was the wave.
It wasn't even just WUTANG per se, but it wasn't really a hard adjustment at all.
All right, well, I ask you this: what did you find out about meth doing this documentary? She was like, man, meth was a wild boy.
Meth was cool, man. I feel like meth was like the the heartbeat of Wu. You know what I mean? Just as far as the flow, the energy, the charisma, the whole nine. But meth was like he reminded me of me because he wasn't for no BS. Like he wasn't really he was focused from an early age. You know what I'm saying? And 90% of the time when somebody focus on what they trying to do or they trying to get out of a situation, they don't really put up with too much nonsense. You know what I mean? So Meth was definitely he had that balance. He was super cool, but he wasn't taking no crap from nobody. You know what I mean?
Exactly. What might have caught you off guard like that? I would have never thought that.
He played lacrosse. Word, Meth played lacrosse in high school and all that. And I would have never guessed. New York, we play basketball. In the streets. So I didn't know. I thought they made that up, and then I really asked him. He said he was dead nice. So yeah, Meth was ill with the lacrosse and all that.
Did you play?
Nah, I played basketball.
That's what I'm saying. You played basketball?
Yeah, I hope. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say because I was looking at you when you walked in on the side. I was like, I didn't know you was that tall, bro.
Yeah, I hope I played ball. I went to played for University of Richmond for a year. They gave me the boot, and then I went to Towson in Baltimore.
Okay.
They kicked me out of there too. Start rapping.
All right, man. Well, let's talk about the project you got coming up next month. November 8th is the day, right?
November 8th, Survival, man, debut. This for the bottom, you know what I'm saying? For trying to motivate those that can't find their own motivation. You know what I'm saying? Like, it can happen.
So I take it with the self-explanatory title. Are you going to be more vulnerable in this project and like letting people know certain things that you might not have let on before in other projects?
100%. 100%. Like this is my most personal project up to date. You know what I mean? I got my grandmother on it. You know what I mean? My mom's, my daughter. Like, got people that's dead. You know what I mean? Vocals from them. Like, so it's just real. It's my baby. Like, you know what I mean? It's near and dear to me. I went day in and day out with this joint. You know what I mean? Like, just going over the records. This has been the first project that I completed it and really sat with the music over a period of time, maybe 2-3 months. I done been sitting with it. You know what I mean? Just really, because that's what, like with me, that's when I know if I love something. If I play it 5 to 10 times and I'm over it, it ain't really, you know what I mean? But I've been knocking my own album for the last 2-3 months. You know what I mean? So
the album's been done for 3 months.
Yeah, it's done. It been well packaged. I really wanted to because all my previous works, I would do it, put it out, do it, put it out, do it, put it out. Take whatever songs I say. I record a lot. I might do 2-3 songs in a session. So, say I got 50 records to choose from for a 15-track project. You know what I mean? Now I'm just picking out the hardest of them out of that 50. I didn't do that with this album. I mean, like I really wrote out topics. You know what I mean? I really broke down what I wanted to talk about. I said everything I wanted to say on this album. You know what I mean? As far as just different topics, just, you know, touching on certain stuff, but it's personal.
So what let you know that it was time to release a project and do a project like this? Was it something like traumatic that happened and you just was just in the studio and this was just like a therapeutic time in your life where you just needed to release? Or
Nah, I just feel like I ain't, everybody think I'm just an actor now. I ain't really dropped no music. Last project I dropped was Beloved last year with Styles P. So this whole year I've been doing the acting thing, you know, but I've been just cooking up in the cut. You know what I mean? I just feel like it's time now for that debut project from me, you know what I mean? And just for the streets, for my fans, for the people that's in tune with me. You know what I mean? It's a lot of people, I got a lot of new fans from the acting, you know what I mean? That don't know my story at all. They see WUTANG, they see Shotgun, they see whatever they see, but I wanted to drop a project that could, you know, touch everybody in a certain way, regardless if you've been a day one fan or if Survivor gonna be the first music you hear from me. You know what I mean? I wanted it to be able to resonate with everybody. You know what I mean?
Okay, so you brought us a new single today, right?
Yeah, you got that Alone joint?
Yes, sir.
Let's do it, man.
So how did that whole project come about? How did that song come about?
I'm a big Jodeci fan first and foremost, so you know, that's like I just be in my own vibe, knocking Jodeci. But when I got the beat, who did that? Major 7? Yeah. Got the beat, vibed with it for a minute. I put my verses on it. Then I ended up going to LA. It was a Def Jam party, like a little daytime event. Jacquees was there. Me and Jacquees probably been cool speaking for like the last year and a half. Just cool, vibing. You good, everything good. Like, you know, look like text messages, stuff like that. So we in LA. I'm like, yo, I got this record. Like, I need you the king of R&B, right? Like, I need you to flip this joint, because you know what I'm saying. His original music is amazing. You know what I'm saying, but he got a knack for flipping certain records. So I wanted to you know, bring a feel for the females. You know what I mean? I feel like a lot of the album is me talking about my life, and not to say that females ain't been heavily in my life, but I'm talking about the other side of my life, like what I was really going through to get here. But I knew at the same time I needed that balance. You know what I mean? I haven't really had a strong female record since Perfect with Chris Brown. You know what I mean? That was a couple years ago I dropped that, and that still go up.
Yeah, but I say that's still moving.
That's still doing what it do.
A lot of the ladies still love you for that. They go crazy over you. Since that record, I seen, that was like a record where I seen the shift.
Yeah.
Where it's like, all right, Dave East just went from this
dark
dude
Chris Brown,
to where as
man.
though now this guy's almost a sex symbol now. Like, now he's Dave East now.
Yeah, that changed everything. Shouts to Breezy. That was the Chris Brown effect. You know what I mean? But I wanted to, you know, come with another one of those, and I felt like for the youth, you know what I mean, that's into the R&B, or that's even into them vibes, Jacquees kind of got it right now. So he got it right now, like as far as what's going on, you know what I mean? But we clashed, and it came into a dope record. He came back to New York. I was in Quad Studios.
So y'all was actually in the studio together?
Yeah. Oh. I had my verses done already. I added the bridge when he pulled up. So just the verses, I had that already.
Okay.
He pulled up, chilling. We vibing out, sipping or whatever. And he killed it right there on the spot. I did my little touching finishes on there, you know what I'm saying? And I said, nah, this is a single. Like, as soon as I heard it, I'm like, nah, this is a joint. You know what I mean? Because it just sounds different than a lot of music I got. It definitely sound different than a lot of the music on the album.
All right, so go ahead and plug that record one more time. Let them know what we're about to get into right now on the Mixtape at 8.
You already know it's your boy Dave East, man. Harlem Zone. This is my brand new single off that Survival album, you dig? Featuring Jacquees alone.
It's WPGC 95.5. Myself, the Scholar, DJ Academics in here. Still rocking out, my guy Dave East. All right, so we talked about the Hulu with the WUTANG. You playing meth. Let us know something about Dave East that everybody might not know.
Something about me?
That's the hard question, right?
I like scary movies.
What would you want the ladies of the DMV to know, all your new fans to know about Dave East? What you want to tell them?
I don't know, man. Don't believe everything you read. That's what I say. Don't meet me before you judge, man. That's all.
I will say he's definitely a real cool dude. So let them know how they can get at you, man. The ads,
Instagram. That's it. If you see me somewhere else, it's not me. But Instagram at Dave East.
No
I got a Twitter, but I don't run it.
Okay, Snapchat, none of that?
Nah, I'm off. You know what happened, bro? It'd be mad fake pages. So you got dudes making Dave East pages, offering to fly chicks out.
Catfishing.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Then they hitting my real page up like, yo, what's up? I'm like, I never spoke to you before. I just deleted the whole app, got off of there. And then when Instagram made the story, it was no more need for Snapchat. So I'm just on the gram. Me physically,
so
I'm on IG.
Catfishing for Dave East, man.
It's
not him. It's not him. If it's not on Instagram, it's not him.
It's not at Dave East. It's not me. I promise you.
Oh man. See, that's when you know. That's the Breezy effect. Now you
That's
got.
the-
Did you have catfishes before Breezy?
A few.
But
it wasn't like. It's real now. It's like It's like girls really believe. Like my whole thing is, how do you catfish and you saying you're gonna fly somebody out and spend time with them? Like if they do go through with that and they land,
when they see it's not.
I don't get it.
What happens now?
It's weird, but yeah, just Instagram, B. That's all I'm on.
All right, man. We'll go ahead and let them know that album.
Oh yeah, Survival, November 8th, man. My debut. Def Jam Master Pill, executive produced by Esco. Nas, you know what I mean? So it's for the streets, man. It's for everybody, but I'm doing this one for the town, for the ones that watch me come up, you know what I mean? That been around me coming up, been around the struggle, and for those that fell off the boat. Like it's for everybody. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's my testimonial to what I've been doing all this time. That's why I named it Survival, because I feel like that's all I've been doing.
Oh yeah, and I almost forgot. What other features do you have on the album?
Oh, I got a few. I got Gunna on the album, Lil Baby, Nas.
Nas, okay.
Yeah, Nas on there.
Got some of the OGs.
E40.
Another OG.
Mozzie. Jesse Riaz.
Meth not popping up on the album?
Meth, nah, I ain't getting meth.
Oh, all right. I was about to say that. Seemed like y'all was spending so much time, you might have just went ahead and dropped the verse for you.
Nah, we gonna put something together though. That's actually on my bucket list. I haven't been in the studio working on my own music with Method Man.
Okay, so if you had to pick one artist, dead or alive, that you could get in the studio with and make one record, who is it?
That's hard. Either Pac or Biggie. One of them.
All right, well, alive.
Alive?
Yeah, give me one alive.
Hove.
Okay.
Jay the only one. Yeah, Hove. And probably Eminem, but Hove. Jay-Z. I really, Nas signed me out the gate. Like, that was the first, you know what I mean? So that was like, that was crossed off my bucket list. I got to work with him.
They got out of the way early.
So, and since then, I worked with everybody that I was a fan of. You know what I mean? Like 90% of the people I was fans of that's still in motion, I got to get with them in the studio. I got a relationship with them. So I would say Jay-Z.
All right.
Whole record.
That's a bet. Dave East right here on WPGC 95.5, man. Appreciate you coming through.
Anytime.
WPGC